I think they should listen to the Amplify podcasts. There's a lot of good researchers out there that have been doing this work. This work has been around for a very, very long time, and nobody has acted on it. But there are materials out there. There are people that are doing really good things with it. So really to delve into that and to educate yourself. Shifting the Balance is another really good book. If you're struggling with the shift from balanced literacy to the science of reading, it helps make those connections. I think in addition is to think about what structures you have in place at your school that can support teachers through this journey and through this change. So that we don't say, the change is here, do it. You say, okay, the change is here, this is our journey, this is what we're gonna do. You have to keep the focus on that during the school year and not to get, we go down rabbit holes here and there, but to keep your vision, singular vision on what you want to accomplish with phonics that year, and then provide structures and supports for teachers along the way.
Like my gut says, like, go slow to go fast. And that's like a phrase that I've always heard, like go slow to go fast. But I think I also have some tension with that, because when you're thinking about students who are not yet able to read, that's not something to go slow with. Like, you need to be responsive, and like kids need us to be responsive. And so I think when I think about that phrasing, like choose what you can commit to that's gonna be best for kids, and like go after that wholeheartedly. So instead of trying to change like 50 different things that you can't manage and provide support with, like what's going to be one or two things that are like gonna have the highest impact to really create like equitable access for all students, and like put all of your energy towards that. That would be my biggest thing. So for us, we went after like whole group lessons at the tier 1 level and our small group lessons. And we've had to have conversations of like, hey, I just learned this is gonna be really good, but we don't have capacity to implement this right now. And so really, I think honoring teachers by really getting good at what's going to give the most bang for the buck, instead of trying to offer like a lot of suggestive things. I think sometimes when we start new initiatives, we have this tendency to be very like optional with it, of like, okay, well, if you want to do this, if you want to do this. And I think it's been helpful for us to say like, hey, like this is the practice, like this is what we know the research says is going to work, like that's what we're gonna go after. We're not gonna try to like modify it and like pacify people with it, but we're gonna really say, okay, this is what we need to do, and we're all gonna come around and do this because this is what's best for kids. So I think putting the energy towards the things that are gonna have the highest impact, and being available for teachers as they're learning, but I think also giving the grace and flexibility that it's not going to be perfect, but if we're all headed the right way and we're doing what's best for kids, like we can figure out what's not working, and we can make revisions, and you can have coaching, but like we all have to start taking steps. I don't know if that's the best answer, but that's what I have.